Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. I just wanted to do a quick thank you to you all for the support that you give me. I really appreciate you lot that you give me time to watch my videos and to leave comments. I can't tell you how much it means to me, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you very much. A couple of people have asked me what kits of Andrea's I was using, and to be honest, I'm on Andrea's design team, so I do have quite a few of her kits in my kit bag, if you like. I know one of them that I've used, this one, is from Andrea's. I think this was a freebie that Andrea did earlier this year, and she does it in kind of the pink colourways and also in like a black and white, and I've cut the black and white one up, so that's not much good to show you, is it? But kind of it comes in like the grey tones. So if you can see there, it's nice and pink, and that one, it's kind of the greys and muted tones, which I really like. So I've used that. I've used some of her William Morris kit pages. They're always my go-tos. This is one of William Morris's. And I've also used this one. This was one of Andrea's, I think it's her ephemera kit, which I use a lot. That's a really nice one. And I've also used her Vintage Days to decorate, and that's where I've got the photos and images from. So in the last one, I made this tab bound, I don't know what to call it, a booklet. I guess it's a booklet, we'll call it that. And I left it that I'd joined it all together. It's the last video if you've missed it. And I thought, I need to decorate it, so I thought, well, I'm just going to bring you along and see where it kind of takes us, I think. So in the front pocket there, I'd already decorated this one, and this is from here. It's Andrea again does it in different tones, so that's kind of the same. It fits there, look, you can see. So I did that one, so that one is done. Quite tight in that pocket, so I didn't know whether to cut a bit off, but I think it's doing okay. So that one's done. Those were done. I might back those, or I might just ink them slightly just to get rid of the white. That's one of the, I think that's one of Andrea's photos. I've got the booklet here. These are from Andrea's tag, is it tag fabrication? Somebody let me know if it's not. That's a little bit tight in the pocket, so I am just going to cut a fraction off both sides, I think, and see if it fits just that little teensy weensy bit better in that pocket. Yeah, it does. It was just a little bit too close, I think. So I want to decorate this, don't I? Oh, I've got Andrea's in the tag fabrication. I think it was a joint project that she did with Tracy Fox, and I think some of these are Tracy's because I've cut a couple of those out. But this is my Andrea box of the tag fabrication, and it's got all sorts of things in it. I've used most of the photos in it now, though. Yeah, I've used that one. So these are all the tags and some of the larger bits of ephemera. I just wondered if there was anything I could use on there today. I quite like that, actually. That blends in too much. I quite like that on there. I know I'm covering that up, but I could put it that side, couldn't I? And a little bit higher so you can still see the numbers. And we could put something else on there. So these are all the little extras that you get with the tag fabrication set. There's all sorts in it. Oh, there's a little portrait there, look. Do you know, I quite like that. I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to spend lots and lots of time worrying about what goes with what and what doesn't, says me. I'm just going to ink that, and I'm just going to ink around this. I'm just looking, I'd actually done that as a, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, does it? As a, I stopped halfway saying it, didn't I? I did it on cards so that you could use it as a journaling card if you wanted to, but I like it on this larger journaling card, and so that's what I'm going to do. That's where it's going. And I'm going to put it on there so that I can still see the number, oops, on the tape measure. And I'm going to add these little people, the little photo of the people is what I meant to say, on there. I'm going to do it like that. I'm just wondering if there might be a butterfly or something. That blends in too much. I quite like the blue butterfly. Snap decisions, you see, folks. It must be because it's a Saturday, eh? So I hope you're all doing okay. I'm just hesitating because I think I want to stitch round those. So I'm going to go and stitch. I am going to go and stitch round them. 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that, folks. For some reason, my camera didn't turn back on. So I've stitched round those that I've put on, and I've done that because they're on slightly thicker paper, and I've backed it with some of Andrea's paper as well, and that's from her vintage days, I am sure. And there is stitching under there that you can probably feel. So that's going to go, sorry, bring it under you. That's going to go there like that. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to stitch round that. This is the booklet. Yep, that needs a little bit of something on it, doesn't it? That's the booklet with the pages in that you can write in. And then in the back there, I've got another one of Andrea's tags. And quite like that butterfly, actually. But it needs something else, doesn't it? Can't just have a butterfly. Wonder what this gentleman would look like. Perhaps a bit big. I don't know. Should we cut him out? We'll cut him out. I should have cut these out beforehand. He looks a very serious young man, I think. Very serious. So if I put him on there, that looks a bit odd then with the butterfly, doesn't it? Oh, the butterfly could go at the bottom. What do we think? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the butterfly at the bottom. Again, this is slightly thicker paper, I think. I think I just worry sometimes when I use slightly thicker paper that my glue won't work. I really want to cover all of that up. Move, move. There we go. So I think I need to stitch around that one as well. 1 minute. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking you. I've stitched him on, and I'm going to put the butterfly on, and I'm going to use my slightly stronger glue for the butterfly because this is card as well, and I don't want to stitch around the butterfly. So I'm putting this stronger glue on, and then that won't come off either. Nothing worse than making something and then something drops off it, is there? Because it's going over that photo, I just want to give it a good squidging. Okay. And I'm going to use the same paper that I backed the other one to back this one. Cut that one out. You don't really want to watch me cutting and sticking, do you? I have had quite a few new people, new to me, but also new to journaling. And so I think it's quite useful sometimes to show a whole process, maybe. There we go. Tagged on the back, so I'll just stitch this one too. Okay, so 2 tags now. That one is going to slip in there. If I just lift it up, he can be peeking out, can't he? And then that one goes in that pocket there. It is a bit of a tight fit, but it does fit. Honest. There we go. So that's that page done. That's the booklet done. I was thinking for these, thinking is difficult at times. I've got these photos that are from Andrea. I've got 3 of them. And so what I wanted to do was put those on these, as tickets. So one either side and one in there. So that's what I'm going to put on there. Oh, I just chucked her away. So these photos, I think I said, are from Andrea's Vintage Days. There we go. That's going to be really stuck on because I don't want to have to stitch around these because they're a good fit on this backing, and if I stitch around them you're not going to see anything, so I just want it to be really stuck down. Oh yeah, I need to back those as well. That lady, I'm going to take a little bit off the frame of that lady because otherwise you're not going to see the backing paper at all. So I'm going to take a bit off there. Oh, a few people asked me as well what my rulers are. Sorry, I'm not in frame, am I? Sorry. My rulers are quilting rulers, and these particular make, I'm in the UK, and these are by a company called Creative Grids. And if I say I'm a quilter, that sounds quite posh, doesn't it? I have made quilts, and I do make quilts in my own style. So you can see more of the background paper there. And I just find using the ruler really useful. It's in inches. I work in inches, but it has 1/4 inches, eighths on it. It's got 45°. I just find it really useful when I'm cutting the paper, and I can be nice and accurate. I have got do you call them a guillotine? The paper guillotines. I have got one of those. I don't get on with it. I think if somebody said to me, what's the worst thing you've bought, I would say it was that. And I don't think it's the item that's at fault. I think it's the user, definitely user error. But I just do not get on with it at all. I can't cut straight with it. I can't cut accurately with it. It doesn't seem to matter. I line it up and think I've got it dead on perfect, and I'm going to cut a 4-inch square and it comes out like a diamond. Maybe it's maybe I just need practice with it, but I get frustrated with it because I waste paper because I'm cutting it wrong. So for me it's a case of use what you know, Carol. I had a little butterfly. I wanted to put a little butterfly on the little girl, so I'm going to, just because. Just glue those on, glue the butterfly on. I'm not going to spend my time backing. I am going to back these. I don't mean I'm not going to back them. What I meant to say is I'm not going to spend my time with you backing all of these things. These will be backed in papers, but I want to try and finish this with you. So that one's going to go in there. That little girl, isn't she beautiful? I love her outfit. That's going to go in there. And then this lady is going to go, she's too big. I thought I'd cut them the right size. There's me being clever saying I can cut the right size with this. Just that little bit too big. And I guess that's because not everything measures the same, does it? When you're making pockets. Come back. That's better, so she can slide in there. And then in this pocket here, one of Andrea's pieces of ephemera, I've just put that on some extra long paper, look, and that just fits in there. And I've just realised I've missed this. I need a pocket to go in there, don't I? Well, I mean, it is a pocket. I need something to go in that pocket there. Now I could use something on here, but I'm not going to fit everything in, am I? I'm going to have to cut something off. What do we think? Does it matter? I do quite like that. I wonder if I can get it. So this measures, so I don't think I'd want it any bigger than 3.5, and that's 6.5. So 3.5 by 6.5, and it might fit. So you can see that this is really easy because it's got 3.5 on it. So I know from there to there is 3.5. So I can have a look at what I am getting in on my 3.5. And I quite like that, so I'm going to cut that there. Turn it around and again get my 3.5 on. Save all my little bits and pieces. Take the white edge off of the top. And I said 6.5, didn't I? 3.5 by 6.5. Might go 6 3/4 because I'd rather have a little bit extra than a little bit less. Let's see if that fits in. Because it's a single piece of paper, it's going to be a bit difficult with me, I know. Is that as far down as it goes? Is that the measure? No, it will go a bit further. I'm going to put it on some book page, make it a bit stiffer, and get it to fit. Let me put you on pause while I just get this to fit. Well, that was a struggle. It just didn't want to fit, and I think it's because it had just got caught at the bottom. But I've got a tag there now, look. So that's going to go in that pocket, and I've backed it on the back, so you can still write over. Still write over that. So that's going to go in there. It goes in better now. I've cut it down a little bit. I've got some labels somewhere. You know, if you could see, if only you could see the mess on my table, you'd be gobsmacked, you really would. I think I might want to put a label on there. I love that it says afternoon. Do I like those? Do you know, I think I do like them both, and I'm going to put them on. Why not? Why not indeed? Let me just pull it a bit closer to me so I can see that I'm getting it kind of straight. That one goes there. And this one I'm going to put there, but I still want to see that 1850. Do I want to put that on there as well? No, I don't think I do. So they're on there. I didn't decorate that one either, did I? I skipped, didn't I? I skipped straight, just to keep you all thinking, what on earth is she doing? So we did that one. Something here. Right, I'm going to think about it for a minute. Bear with me. Okay, again, my camera would not switch on. I don't know what it's doing, but I'm thinking I've got this from the digital, so and I've backed it, so I'm going to put that behind the page. This is from the black and white digital of that, so I'm going to make that into a card, and that's going to go in there. And then I'd left this little bit here as a little tiny pocket, so I think I'm just going to put that in there. So that's that page done. Working backwards, we did this and we got the little boy in there, and I'm just going to cut a little bit off the bottom of that one because it does just catch him ever so slightly, because I think I was a little bit generous with my gluing. Gets like that sometimes, doesn't it? Do you know, I can't find anything now. I've buried everything. There it is. Right, I've got my dabber. Oh, here's my ink. Honestly, you know, sometimes once you start, I think that's what I find really difficult when I'm doing a video, is I don't know what I'm going to need. So I surround myself with things that I think I might need, and then I can't see anything for what I've surrounded myself with. That's better. So that just fits in there. And then I've got that as a card, and then I've got that one as well. So they're going to go in there. And I think I will go through and put some kind of tabs on these. This one here, we've got that little girl. So let's get her sorted so that she can go on here. So that will go in that pocket. I know it is a bit fiddly getting it in, but she does go in, look. So I want her to be I'm going to do what I did before, a little dab of glue, and can't see a thing. Can't see a thing. Just trying to see. Right, okay. Can't see. But I think it's somewhere there. Let's just try that and see if it does. I just want to be able to see her through the window. Yep. So I can put it there, and she will be looking out of that window. I'm just going to put a little pencil mark where I know it needs to cut that corner to go. Not sure if this video is a bit disjointed because I've had to keep going off and do my sewing and things like that, so I apologise if it is. But I can't get my sewing machine closer. There we go. So that girl is going to go. That little envelope, there's a little lip on that envelope that's just catching, so I will get that glued down. Oh, she's pretty. Very pretty girl there. Something for here. Yeah, this is one of Andrea's from the tag fabrication. So that would go in there, wouldn't it? Okay, so what could I decorate that with that's not going to take me hours to think about? Let me just find out what I've got on my desk. 1 minute. Okay, so I've surrounded myself again by all sorts of bits and pieces, but I think I'm going to go with this, is what I think, just to decorate that up. And then I will back this as well. Put that there, there. Yep. The trouble is as well, when you get everything out on your desk, I try and keep my bits and pieces kind of separate from different designers, so that I can give credit where credit is required, you know, and say what it is that I've used. But then unfortunately, once you start, everything gets jumbled up together, and I end up having absolutely no idea what I've got from where. So if you see something that you like the look of and you're not sure where it's from, shout me and I'll do my very best to let you know. So I like that. Happy with that. So that's going to go, not with that on, that's going to go in there. I'm not going to decorate this because I still don't know what to do. I think I might list this one for sale, but I don't know if anybody would be interested. But I do like to leave bits and pieces that somebody can decorate themselves. So, you know, you could always decorate this more, but I like to leave something for somebody to do. Okay, we've got that. The back of it we've got those three. We've put those tags in there. We've done that there. Oh, in here I included that little boy or girl, I'm unsure, but I love that one with the little dog, and that's that little pocket there. And then in Andrea's Vintage Days, she has these that you can fold in half or use them separate. And what I've done is I've backed it with some of the papers that I had. And then I've put some more little papers in there so that it's just a little extra writing spot. And that's in there like that. And that will close like that. And then in the back here, with that lovely gentleman, he's one of the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I'd used that, and I've put one of the little Tim Holtz men, and he's just leaning on that, look. And that's one of Andrea's papers. It's this paper. So it's this William Mann at the bottom, in different colourways, as I said. So that goes in there. Right, I'm just going to do a quick, it's filling up, look. See how fat it's got already. So shove everything to the side. I'm going to put tabs and things on these, so that'll get done. So the first one, we've got that lady in there, we've got that, we've got those. We've put a journaling card in there, and we stitched around that. It does go in there, it's just a tight fit. This has got the journaling papers in there. We've put that young gentleman in there, and he's perhaps peeking at that little girl. Perhaps it's brother and sister. He's going to peek over there. That beautiful little girl there. And we've just done that journaling card in there. That flips over. We've got the little boy with the postcard in there. We've got a journaling card there, and we've got a tag in there. And I will finish those off and put fabrics and things on those. Then we've got that pocket. We've got 1, 2, 3 in there. We've got this one, and we put the little girl in that front pocket. We put, please don't have stuck. Beautiful little girl. Sorry, got a tickle. Excuse me. That little girl in there. And when we turn it over, we've got that little lady in there. And then on the back of that, we've got the extra little space to journal. We've got the envelope with the little booklet in, and we've got the tag there. So the only other thing that I thought I would do is I've made a little booklet out of the bits of paper that I've had left over. So these are from Andrea's Vintage Days, and I've done 2 to a page to make them smaller. Some vintage French dictionary there. So just a little extra writing space. Don't know how many pages I put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, so about 50 odd pages there, aren't there, back, front and back. And my thought was whether I could add it in somewhere, somehow. And I'm thinking, can you hear the cogs whirring? Where, I don't know if you can see, but like on this page, this is held together with 2 tabs. But the next one has got 1, 2, 3. And I was kind of thinking, could I put it in there? My brain's ticking over now, folks. Could I put it in there? And maybe, I've just sewn it on a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but if I put a piece of lace in there, and tied it at the back. I don't want to pull it tight because I don't want to like tear anything. And those that watch me will know tying knots and bows and things is not my forte. I've not left myself enough, have I? Now, have you got half an hour, folks, while I try and sort this? Right. Be sensible, Carol. You can do this. 1, 2. Oh, I quite like it. Don't get too excited, Carol. You've not done it yet. So that would have that on the back, look, on where there's 3 tabs, and it would tie on the front. And then when we open it, because I've done a double knot there that I've not pulled tight yet, because I might give myself a bit extra. And as we flip through, we've got quite a lot of writing space in there, haven't we? Oh, I could pull it tighter, look, it's a little bit loose, but I think that would work. And then of course that can be changed, you can make your own, but I could pull that a little bit tighter. I was just a bit nervous doing it. So I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit and fiddle with my lace, and I think I will list it if anybody's interested. Nobody's asked to reserve it, so okay, we're good to go. I hope you like it. Do you want a quick flip through the last time? No, you've seen it, haven't you? I'm just really pleased with it. I'm really, really pleased with it. I think I'm on a bit of a tag journal adventure. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope it hasn't been too disjointed. I'll try and tidy my little workspace up now, just shove it all to one side. I'll be back shortly with something else, but thank you so much, folks. I really do appreciate your time. Take care all. Bye.